Have you ever woken up in the morning and felt like your legs were carrying a block of stone? Each step feels slow, heavy, and no longer as steady as before? If that sounds familiar, you are not alone. According to the United States National Institute on Aging, at least 1 out of every 3 people over the age of 60 loses 33% of their leg muscle mass within a 10-year span. What is unfortunate is that most of them do not even notice it until walking becomes difficult. Balance becomes weaker, and the risk of falling can happen at any moment. But today, you will discover something simple that many people overlook. Just one proper breakfast food can help protect your legs, maintain muscle strength, and improve your balance each day. And the good news is, you do not need medication, intense exercise, or any special equipment. All it takes is a small change in your morning routine. Wherever you are right now, feel free to leave your country and your age in the comments. Today's message is just for you. David was once a construction engineer living in the state of Oregon, United States. For more than 40 years of working, he was always proud of his health. He climbed scaffolding without fatigue, hiked through forests without needing a break, and never thought that one day his legs would betray him. But one morning, the year he turned 69, while stepping onto his front porch to pick up the newspaper, he unexpectedly tripped over the threshold and fell onto the concrete floor. No one was around. He slowly stood up, brushed the dust off his knees, and walked back inside as if nothing had happened. But deep down, he felt like he had just lost something important. After that minor fall, his wife began to notice that his steps were slowing. His posture was less steady, and every time he got up from the sofa, he had to press both hands onto his knees. He no longer felt excited about taking morning walks in the park. At night, he would often wake up from sudden cramps, starting in his calves and spreading to his thighs. What confused him was that all his health numbers were normal. He did not have diabetes, no joint inflammation, and he was not taking any diuretics. Doctors told him it was simply the natural aging process, but David refused to accept that his legs were losing strength just because he was getting older. He began to research everything related to muscles, nutrition, and especially the things he had ignored for many years. And then he discovered something that seemed too simple to believe. Skipping breakfast had been silently draining his leg strength each day. For years, he only drank black coffee in the morning. Occasionally, if he did eat, it was just a few pieces of white bread or a slice of fruit. But after a long night, the body needs to restore energy and nourish large muscle groups like the thighs and glutes. Without enough nutrients, the body is forced to break down its own muscle mass to produce energy. And the first area to suffer is the legs. After that fall, David decided to make a change. He stopped drinking black coffee on an empty stomach and replaced it with warm water mixed with a pinch of mineral salt. He began eating boiled eggs, oatmeal with chia seeds, ripe bananas, Grek yogurt, and steamed sweet potatoes sprinkled with Celtic salt. Within just 3 weeks, he noticed a dramatic difference. His legs no longer felt heavy. His morning steps were lighter. Nighttime cram disappeared. And he returned to the park with steady strides. If someone who had skipped breakfast for years, like David, could still turn things around, then you can begin again too, starting tomorrow. But first, let us explore why leg muscles weaken even when you are not sick. There is something that few people will say directly to you. The weakening of your legs does not always come from disease. In fact, most people over the age of 60 begin to lose leg muscle without even knowing it, simply because the process happens silently. It does not cause pain. It does not cause fever. And it does not send you to the hospital right away. But one day, you get out of bed and feel that your legs are heavier than usual. Another day, you need to use your hands to get up from a chair. Then gradually, you start walking more slowly. Your steps lose their rhythm, and that sense of control in each movement is no longer the same. According to the United States National Institute on Aging, if nothing is done to stop it, a person over 60 can lose up to 33% of their leg muscle mass in just 10 years. And the scary part is not the number itself, but the consequences that follow when leg muscles weaken. Your ability to balance also declines. Your steps become shorter. Your speed slows down. And you are more likely to trip, even fall inside your own familiar home. Muscle loss also leads to poor blood circulation. You may feel cold feet, get cramps more easily, and lose the sense of control in the lower part of your body. The risk of bone fractures also increases because bones and muscles work together to keep your body stable. The cause of this condition is not only age, it also comes from something very simple. Your body is no longer receiving enough nutrients at the right time to maintain and rebuild muscle tissue. After a long night, the body is in a state where it needs energy. If you skip breakfast or eat the wrong way, your body is forced to create energy by breaking down its own muscle tissue, especially leg muscles, which make up the largest portion of your total muscle mass. That is why many older adults, even those without illness, still feel weak legs, frequent tripping or loss of balance without understanding the reason. The good news is your body still has a very strong ability to recover even after the age of 60, as long as you provide the right foods at the right time. The muscle loss process can be slowed down or even reversed. A study from Tufts University showed that older adults who eat a breakfast rich in protein, fiber, and minerals can regain up to 35% of their leg strength in just 8 weeks. The most important question now is no longer why your muscles are getting weaker, but rather, what are you eating for breakfast? And is it helping your legs or silently hurting them each day? If you ask any older adult what they usually eat for breakfast, you will likely hear very familiar answers, such as a cup of black coffee, a slice of white bread, or simply nothing at all. It may sound reasonable, as many people believe that the older you get, the less you should eat to feel lighter and improve digestion. But the truth is, those seemingly light choices may actually be damaging your leg muscles every single day. After a long night of sleep lasting 7 to 9 hours, the body enters a state of serious energy deficiency. If it does not receive nutrients at the right time, the body will not draw energy from fat, as many people think. Instead, it begins to break down muscle tissue to produce temporary energy for basic survival functions. And the first muscles to be sacrificed are the leg muscles, which require a lot of energy to stand up, walk, and maintain balance. Skipping breakfast or replacing it with coffee does not make you feel more alert. Instead, it activates the catabolic process in your body, meaning your muscles are broken down to provide energy. While your legs grow weaker over time, the older you are, the slower your muscles recover. So every loss brings you closer to imbalance, Falz, and dependence. Many people believe that white bread or a glass of processed fruit juice is enough for breakfast. But in reality, these foods contain almost no protein, lack essential minerals for muscles, and cause rapid spikes in blood sugar. The lack of protein, magnesium, potassium, and essential amino acids in the morning disrupts muscle protein synthesis. As a result, you may feel tired legs, experience frequent cramps, and lose strength and flexibility throughout the day. Some older adults also have the habit of eating breakfast too late, sometimes not eating their first bite until 10 in the morning. But research shows that the best time to fuel your muscles is within 60 minutes after waking up. If you let your body go hungry for too long after sleep, it will remain in a continuous muscle breakdown state, which is more dangerous than any single meal of the day. So the real question is this: if not coffee, white bread, or boxed fruit juice, then what kinds of foods can truly nourish your leg muscles in the morning, while still being easy to digest, simple to prepare, and budget-friendly? You may not realize that the simple foods you see every day are actually the silent protectors of your legs after the age of 60. There is no need to search for exotic or expensive items. By choosing the right foods and eating them at the right time, you can support your body in naturally restoring and maintaining leg muscle strength. The first food is whole boiled eggs. Many older adults have the habit of discarding the yolk due to concerns about cholesterol. But the yolk is where nearly all the vitamin D, B12, choline, and leucine are found. These nutrients help activate muscle protein synthesis, repair damaged muscle tissue, and keep your steps steady. A study from the University of Illinois found that older adults who ate 2 eggs a day significantly improved their leg muscle strength and reduced the risk of falls. The second food is soft cooked oats combined with chia seeds. While oats provide soluble fiber that helps stabilize blood sugar and improve nutrient absorption, chia seeds add magnesium, calcium, potassium, and omega-3s. These nutrients help reduce cramps, stabilize electrolytes, and support blood circulation in the legs. You only need 3 tablespoons of oats with warm water, 1 tablespoon of chia seeds, and a few slices of banana to make a complete breakfast. The third food is a perfectly ripe banana. A medium banana provides about 400 milligrams of potassium, which supports smooth muscle contraction and helps prevent nighttime cramps. In addition, vitamin B6 in bananas improves nerve signaling, enhancing your balance while walking. The fourth food is Greek yogurt. This type of yogurt is rich in slow-digesting protein that helps nourish your muscles throughout the morning. It also contains calcium, vitamin D, and beneficial probiotics, which are great for your bones and digestion. When paired with chia seeds or blueberries, it offers additional antioxidants to support muscle tissue repair. Finally, the fifth food is steamed or pan-seared salmon. Salmon is rich in omega-3s, which help reduce inflammation, improve blood circulation, and enhance protein absorption. According to the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, adults over 65 who eat fatty fish twice a week maintain their leg muscle mass 27% better than those who do not. If you do not have much time, you can use pre-steamed salmon or pure fish oil in the morning. So, aside from these 5 familiar foods, is there anything even simpler, more affordable, and clearly more effective in just 1 week? If there is one food that is affordable, easy to prepare, and can help you feel a clear improvement in your legs within just 1 week, it is steamed sweet potatoes sprinkled with natural mineral salt. It may sound too simple to believe, but sweet potatoes combined with a small amount of Celtic salt can become a gentle yet powerful morning remedy for leg muscle recovery. After a long night, your blood sugar levels are low. If you do not eat anything or eat the wrong way, your body will draw energy from muscle mass to function. But sweet potatoes are a slow digesting starch, meaning they do not spike your blood sugar suddenly, but instead provide a steady source of energy that nourishes leg muscles and reduces morning fatigue. In addition, sweet potatoes are rich in potassium, magnesium, manganese, and vitamin C. These minerals help maintain healthy blood circulation, regulate muscle contractions, reduce cramps, and ease heaviness in the legs. Furthermore, the vitamin C in sweet potatoes boosts collagen production, a protein essential for strong tendons and stable connections between bones and muscles. As for the salt, it should not be regular table salt, but rather unrefined sea salt, such as Celtic or Himalayan salt. This type of salt contains over 80 trace minerals essential for the body, especially for older adults. When a small amount is sprinkled on freshly steamed sweet potatoes, Celtic salt not only enhances the flavor, but also helps regulate electrolytes, retain water in muscle cells, and improve leg muscle flexibility. A study from the Institute of Mineral Nutrition in France found that older adults who ate a breakfast that included slow-digesting starch combined with natural mineral salt for 90 days showed significant improvement in balance and nearly a 50% reduction in falls caused by weak legs. The method is very simple. You only need to steam half of a medium sweet potato until soft, then lightly sprinkle a pinch of Celtic salt over the surface and eat it while it is still warm. The best time is within 10 minutes after waking up, along with a glass of warm water. A feeling of lighter legs, less numbness, and easier standing usually begins to appear after 4 to 7 days. If you maintain this habit each morning, there is no simpler formula that delivers such clear results for aging leg muscles. So aside from food, is there anything else you can do each morning to protect your legs? Not everyone realizes that just a few small actions in the morning can have a big impact on your legs after the age of 60. In fact, by simply changing your habits during the first 10 minutes of the day, you can help your legs feel less heavy, less stiff, and more confident with each step you take. The first habit is drinking a glass of warm water mixed with a pinch of natural mineral salt. After a full night without fluids, the body is often slightly dehydrated, especially in older adults. Replenishing early with warm water and about 1/5 of a teaspoon of Celtic salt or Himalayan pink salt helps quickly rebalance electrolytes, improve blood circulation, and reduce the risk of cramping right after you get out of bed. The second habit is performing a simple balance exercise. Just stand beside your bed. Lift one foot off the ground for about 10 seconds, then switch to the other side. Do this 5 times per leg. Although this movement is simple, it activates the muscles in your calves, thighs, and hips, while also training your nervous system to coordinate and adjust when you stand up or turn your body. The third habit is avoiding sudden movements right after waking up. Many people rush to sit up immediately, but this action can cause a temporary drop in blood pressure, dizziness, or loss of balance. Instead, take 30 seconds to lie still. Breathe deeply, rotate your wrists and ankles, then slowly move into a sitting position. The fourth habit is getting at least 5 minutes of early sunlight exposure. The gentle morning sunlight helps your body produce vitamin D, which supports calcium absorption and strengthens muscles and joints. Simply opening a window and breathing for a few minutes in natural light is enough to gently activate your entire movement system. Finally, the most important habit is never skipping breakfast. Even if you do not feel hungry, just having something simple like half a sweet potato, 1 boiled egg, or a small portion of oats is enough to prevent your body from breaking down muscle. When these 5 actions become part of your daily life, you are not only preserving the strength of your legs, but also maintaining your independence in every step you take. After everything you have just heard, you may have realized that your legs do not grow weak simply because of age. They weaken over time because of what you eat, what you drink, or what you fail to do each morning. A boiled egg, a steamed sweet potato, a spoonful of oats with chia seeds, or a glass of warm water with a pinch of mineral salt may seem too simple, but they are the very foundation that helps your legs maintain strength, flexibility, and natural confidence If you combine these foods with the 5 morning habits we shared, you will no longer feel heavy steps, nighttime cramps, or fear every time you rise from a chair or step down from your front porch. The most important thing is that you do not have to change your whole life. You do not need a gym, and you do not need expensive supplements. All you need is to start with one very small action each morning and stay consistent with yourself for a few weeks. Your body will show you something remarkable. Today, you have learned how to prevent leg muscle loss, maintain balance, and keep your independence simply through the right choices when the sun rises. Tomorrow, you can do even better. And starting next week, you might be the one who shares this with someone else who is still searching for answers to their quiet leg pain. If you found today's message helpful, do not forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you will not miss our next videos. We will continue to support you with more content on meal plans, simple exercices, and natural herbs to help older adults live healthier, more independent, and more inspired lives. Now, please leave a comment below and let us know what you are having for breakfast. Your story might be the one that helps someone else stand a little stronger tomorrow morning.